Okay, the title is true. We have some huge news, and we of course have a new golf club for you all to look at. Guys, we are heading out to, first of all, how are you, Brett?
I'm all right.
Good to see you. I'm very well, thank you. Guys, if you've been following Brett's journey, we've had a little bit of a kind of no holds barred, how good can you get series going, haven't we?
Yep.
And the long and short of it is, how much has your handicap dropped?
We've dropped from 14 to 7 at the minute.
Which is quite remarkable. Yeah. And you played to your handicap yesterday.
I did.
With a treble.
Yes, I did. Really good.
So, guys, we are going to Scottsdale next week. And the plan is, because the whole story was, you have to play to your handicap somewhere special.
Yeah.
There's no place more special, especially for someone who loves his PXG stuff as much as you do, as Scottsdale National, the home of PXG. And not only that, we are filming the Bad Little Nine. That's a little bit of bonus footage actually, because the actual match is 18 holes at Scottsdale National. But we've got some new, well, we've got a very special new club in here that embargoes today. So we'll show you that as we get through the round. But we're going to play the first hole, Brett, and just have a bit of a chat. We want to see how you feel like your game is, because Scottsdale National for me, it's a very demanding golf course. It's a hard golf course, and it's going to be like 30, 40 degrees heat. So we need to be properly thinking about how we can potentially get you to beat that score. So I'll lead us off. Send one round the corner. Have you tried this new club yet?
I might have done. And like all PXG things at the minute, I am a big fan.
Yeah, I can tell, yeah. Nice hat, nice gilet, nice shirt.
Yep. I even got recognised yesterday on course.
You didn't, did you?
I did, as the PXG man.
What was your mum doing on the golf course?
It was my sister, actually.
Was it? No comment. Yeah, great shot. That's a fantastic shot. So guys, if anyone's in the Scottsdale area, make sure you do pop and say hello to us. We are there next week at the time of filming here. Yep. And we're going to do a couple of videos today, because Brett has been playing really, really well. Your game's come on massively.
Loads, yeah.
I can acknowledge that, you can acknowledge that.
Yeah.
With the help of the fitted clubs from PXG, huge thanks to them, but also with some of the lessons we've been doing, the 18 birdies stats and stuff. Did you get your stats yesterday?
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to kind of talk through those as well. Now, the new club in the bag might not be something you thought it would be changing so soon, but with it just coming out, I feel like we need to get to the green and discuss it.
It was worth a little try, wasn't it?
I always think it's worth a try. Always worth a try.
I thought you were further left.
No, just at an iron, we would on a...
It's only a 7 wood.
How was it? So a couple of the areas I do feel like, not that I'm worried, because I'm not worried, but some of the areas that I think we could do with improving are probably this distance in.
I agree.
So if we have a look here, we have 104 playing 101, and I think that's a fair shout. Anything within 100 yards.
Yeah.
So the wedges, I think, are a good setup. There's plenty of bounce on them. We are going to have a little bit of a short game catch up before Scottsdale, and probably in Scottsdale, because the facilities are unbelievable. So we'll film a little bit of a kind of short game lesson there as well. We're also going to teach Brett how to put a microphone on.
It always drops off,
because it's just took him a couple of years to figure out how that works. I'm going to have a go with your club here, actually. Should I have a look at the nearest to pin?
Go on then, what you got though?
I've got your 54.
You right, okay. Bit more mass behind it.
Yeah, more mass.
I've got 50. I like to tone it down.
That should be about right.
Great shot.
It's all that mass, mate.
All that mass.
Right, I'm putting, which means I can discuss this new club with you. And I think it looks, for the technology in it, it looks incredible. Oh, that's nice, mate. I hope we can bottle that. That's really good. Ooh, almost as close as mine, that one.
He always has to bet.
I might be his teacher, but we were mates long before that, so not having him knocking it closer. Right, the new club, it's this. It's the brand new PXG Bat Attack putter. Now you might think that just looks like a kind of old school Odyssey number 7 or a Versa style putter, but if you have a look here, it's actually got that kind of hosel set back here, so it's designed to be very similar to the Allen, very similar to a lab style putter, very similar to those kind of low or even zero torque putters where you can see the face just kind of sits where it wants to sit. And Have you noticed this, Brett, when you tried it? That
Yes.
forward set grip.
And I wanted to check after I used it yesterday whether this was different, and it is. I checked it this morning.
It's just a normal one, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think this could be a huge advantage because whenever you have these putters where the hossel's set back in the middle, we'll discuss it more on the green, but I do feel like this certainly helps in that you don't have to forward press your hands.
No.
It just sits there nicely, and then from there you can move backwards and forwards. So what were your putting stats like yesterday?
I'd have to check my stats because it's not something I looked at, but feel-wise, I felt like I putted a lot better.
Well,
and maybe that's why score-wise, there were a lot more one puts rather than
At least we're keeping stats for you to know how it felt. That's perfect.
Yeah. I only bring stats up when coach asks.
Okay.
I haven't seen you for a while.
Saw me the weekend.
That was socially.
So this new Bat Attack putter is designed to feature all the benefits of that kind of zero torque design whilst having a much more of a kind of players friendly profile, because the Allen putter does look, I think when you first see the Allen putter, it's a really interesting one, and you really got on with it in the fitting, didn't you?
Yeah.
But it's amazing how you can see how similar they actually are, but essentially it's just a little bit kind of more, I don't know, aesthetically pleasing, you'd say.
I agree.
And then I think you throw this forward press grip on and that really helps as well. So essentially they should perform very similar, but we're just going to give it a go today and see if it could make the lineup, because you didn't put that well up in Scotland, did you?
No, it were inconsistent, wasn't it?
I think that's a fair shout to say.
I felt yesterday that my pace control were a lot better, which is what let me down when we were away in Scotland.
Yeah, I need a pitch mark repairer. Right, first put on camera with it. Keen to know your thoughts as well, because a lot of people will be potentially wanting to get into the world of zero torque putters, but not necessarily want something that looks as out there as an Allen or a Lab or a Bettinardi. So this could be a really, really good answer.
It is very much a better looking putter, isn't it, I think?
I think so, definitely.
There's not as much going off, I think, when you're...
You know what, looking at it from here visually, you can't tell it's a zero torque putter. It just looks like a kind of normal putter. That's a fantastic roll. Yeah, I see what you mean, distance control. You've not knocked it too far past, have you? Which
that's what it was like yesterday. I'm going to get my stats up now while you're taking your pucks. It's
This is my first time actually even holding it on a putting green. I do feel like that feels really, really soft. It's got a similar insert in it to the Allen putter. You can see that kind of diamond style insert here. And as we look down at it, I do like the dot and the line, because what that makes you do is make sure that putter's sat nice and flat on the ground. If you see a lot of golfers, I'm going to give you that one, Brett.
Oh yeah.
I don't feel like you'd miss that one. But as we sit down, or as we sit the putter down here, for me, what I'm essentially trying to do more and more with, especially my putter, is make sure that that lie angle's correct here. So I don't want the toe up in the air, and that dot just kind of makes sure that that does that, because if it's not in line with my alignment aid, then I can tell that lie angle is not correct. So I can make sure that's nicely on the ground and then just move kind of back and through. As you can see there, that was a lovely roll on that ball. And I'm not really trying to think too much about it. Very similar to with the Lab putter that I've been using. That was the first real kind of blocky one. Very similar to that Lab style putter I've been using, where I just literally feel as though I'm over the ball, and then from there, because the centre of gravity is going straight down into the ball, just rock my shoulders and we're away, which is something which could help you massively. What were the stats like?
Oh, yeah. Really?
How many putts? What were the stats saying? 28 putts? That's not bad then.
Yeah.
Because you've had a triple, but did you three putt the hole with the triple bogey?
Yes.
Right, because usually when you have a triple bogey, there's a little three putt in there,
and my average is 33.7.
So yeah, so it's brought the average down a bit. Yeah. Now, obviously, when you are trying a new golf club and you're looking at, I think it's a huge way to test new clubs, looking at the stats and looking at the averages and seeing if it's better. And obviously with us, with potentially the biggest day of Brett's golfing career coming up next week, it is, isn't it? Like this for me. I mean, apart from winning the doubles with your dad at Tankersley. But your dad carried you all the way.
Second last in the Pro-Am last week.
Yeah, was it second to last? I thought we came last. But no, I mean, your dad carried you through that, didn't he? So let's have a little look at them here and just see if, because we'll treat it as a little bit of a lesson as well, and just see if there's anything we could maybe tweak. But for me, I'm really happy that we're in this world of zero torque putters, because it does almost do us all a favour in making it a bit easier. That's a lovely roll. That's without even lining it up as well, isn't it?
Yeah, just...
Have you stopped lining it up? Or...
No, I do line it up.
So why haven't you lined it up there?
I just didn't know whether you'd want me to waste that amount of time.
There's no wasting time, mate. If it goes in...
Are we lining up then?
Yeah, I'd like you to line it up. Where do you see this moving?
I had it left edge, that last one. I was feeling like I was trying to aim left edge.
Okay.
Do you agree?
Well, it went in, so I'm not going to tell you otherwise.
Right, okay.
If there's anything you think that could help you put in, what would you say it is? Because you said distance control's better. I think it's routine. I think sticking to the fact you've just gone up and kind of no respect of that and it's gone in is a very interesting thing, but also probably quite a disappointing thing because we have worked hard on getting the routine there to help you be consistent.
After last week, a lot of what I took yesterday and again here today were more about that distance control. Because even when we played last week, we'd have a putt like this and I sometimes dropped it short. I could knock it 10 feet past. So that sort of thought process to me then was, let's see if that 3 year I can distance control these and get them up to that hole. But you're probably right, I should stick to lining them up.
Essentially, what you've done yesterday is eradicate most 3-putts, haven't you?
Yeah.
Which is always going to help your scores.
Yeah. We did make that little tweak last week with my grip as well.
Yeah, that was huge because it was too much in the fingers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you were pulling a few of them. It looks really, really good, that. And I must say, I wasn't expecting to hold 2 in a row. We're at probably 10, 12 feet here. So your average make percentage on tour is going to be probably 40%. So to hold 2 in a row is really good. What I like is with the zero torque putter, Brett moves that ball ever so slightly forward in his stance, which I think you're aware of because we discussed it in the fitting. But from there, it is literally just let me rock my shoulders and then you're not thinking about anything else.
Yeah. I ain't got any more thought process really in it other than that. And you're right, it's come from fitting that about it being zero torque.
Yeah. That's another lovely roll. It's just short. Ooh. So guys, PXG not exactly reinventing the wheel here anymore with this bat attack putter, but I think a fantastic addition to a lot of people's bags if potentially you like the idea of zero torque putters and don't maybe like the look of some of them on the market at the moment. So in the bag for Scottsdale.
It's got to be, hasn't it, I think, especially after that.
Guys, get in the comments below and wish Brett luck for Scottsdale, and apart from that, we'll see you all at the same time tomorrow.
See you later.